Good morning, beautiful Earthlings. It's December 2nd, day 42, and we are going to a Geothermal Spa that's 3 hours up north, and the water is pink because of all the minerals, and I just need to decompress my body because it's so tired. So I was holding back on kind of telling everything that's been happening to me because I just want to keep this vlog like moto focused and keep the like negativity and complaining to a minimum, but I'm gonna just tell it like it is. So along with like riding, exhaustion, blah blah blah, one of the other issues I've been dealing with is a lot of men have been hitting on me, and you know, that's fine, whatever, happens everyday life. Happens all over the world, but for some reason the men over here are like very aggressive and like resentful and show it when they get rejected, versus like, you know, in the US, like you tell someone like you don't feel the same way, they're like, all right, good luck, like, and you just like leave them alone. But here it's just so aggressive. So there's this guy at my hostel, and I don't say like 2 words to him because the day he arrived, he was like telling the receptionist off, and he was really rude, and then he realized later that he made a mistake, but he made an entire scene of like storming in and out of the hostel, like being super rude to this person. So I was like, I don't like them. And then every time I walk in the room, he tries to talk to me, like he stares at me. He like, when I'm talking to someone else, he'll just stand up from where he's sitting and try to butt into the conversation, like, and so I have been avoiding him the entire time I'm staying at this hostel because it's like, dude, I don't like being bothered, and I like give him the cold shoulder, like any physical body language to indicate like I'm not interested in talking to you, and that's been going on for like 5 days. So today I went downstairs, had all my like gear on, ate my yogurt super fast to like head out here because it takes a while. And I go to my bike, I start loading up, and lo and behold, he goes from inside to outside and sits with 2 girls who are having their own conversation, and is like, what a beautiful day to sit outside. And he looks over at me, and I've had enough. So I look at him and I'm like, can you stop staring at me and following me whenever I go into a room? Like, it's really creepy. And then he looks at me and he's like, it's really creepy when you stare at me. F you, American girl. And I just like walk away, and I look at the 2 girls, and they look at each other like, what the fuck? So my hair's all tangled. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just tell it like it is, and you're just gonna have the whole experience of what's been happening to me. Okay, let's get on our trip. Okay, we're going to Novi Sad today. Mushrooms! My body weight, I can go 120 kilometers per hour. I don't know how fast that is in miles per hour, but that's good. Look how pretty it is. This is lunch. I have no idea what these things are, but she's like, this sounds good. It's warm. She gave me a warm one. Dude, that pastry was hella good. And it's like this little bakery in the middle of nowhere. So good. I'm so excited. I made it to the Geothermal Spa and there's cars here, so that means it's open. Okay, I'm eating my banana, but I went to this Geothermal Spa and the photos on Google showed it was pink. It's brown. And I talked to the people that work here and they're like, oh, it's pink when the sun is out, but when there's no sun, it's brown. And I'm like, okay. So now I'm gonna go to Novi Sad and try to find some mirrors for my bike because it's kind of sketchy not riding with any mirrors. I forgot to mention, so when, okay, there's no tourists here, it's only locals and like nice retired folks who can just lounge in the spa. And so there's like two spas, two pools, one that's a little bit bigger, that is 30 to 32 degrees Celsius, and the other smaller pool is 32 to 34 degrees Celsius. So once I got used to the slightly less warmer one, I went to the warmer one. And then this man came up to me and started talking to me. He only speaks Serbian, a little bit Italian, a little bit of French, maybe a little bit of German also. And so we're trying to communicate, and I could pick up some words from French, from Spanish, but it's like really hard. And I'm like, oh, I kind of, maybe I understand 15% of what he was trying to communicate, and then I would respond very slowly in English with like, you know, hand movements and whatnot. And then he said Espanol, and I was like, ooh, I speak a little bit of Spanish maybe. And so we kind of spoke in, I spoke in like broken Spanish, very simple English to him, and he spoke in very simple French, Serbian, Spanish to me. And we got so far as like where I'm from, San Francisco, Bay Area, California, that I'm visiting, that I went to Zagreb, Croatia, Montenegro, Bosnia. Now I'm in Belgrade, Serbia. And I'm not sure if he understood what I was saying, like I bought a motorcycle, but he understood motorbike, and then he started saying like helmet. I think he said helmet, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was really interesting because I used my broken Spanish to communicate with him in Serbia. So I just wanted to share that. The people working here are so funny. So I was like putting all my stuff away, and then they just started talking to me like, oh, what are you doing? Where are you from? Where did this come from? And they're just so funny. Like, they're like, yeah, like I ride too, and like a little one. And I was like, oh, what kind of bike is it? And he was like, a Yamasaki. And I was like, Yamasaki? Never heard of that. My SIM card stopped working because I used, I don't know, 1 gig of what? I don't know, but luckily I found an A1 taking the back road to Belgrade, and he gave me this paper to give to the person at the corner to buy credit for my SIM card. I don't know. So, walking there now. I'm always using the Wi-Fi at the hostel, and I guess I use GPS. But I'm glad I found this A1 right here. Oh, a stray dog. Can't save them. You know they'd be a good puppy. He just wants a home. What I bought was 1 gig and you get 10 gigs of chat, which is like Facebook, WhatsApp, blah, blah, blah. So they split it up here. I think those are the colors of the Serbian flag. And check out, your girl got new mirrors. Okay, I was like rushing all over and I got to play badminton today. Here's the court. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 courts. And something unique about this gym, they play electronic music. There's heaters. You see, there's a heater, there's a heater. And these, you'll see it better this way. The roof is curved. So your clears cannot be that high on either side, just like mid-lifts kind of. So that is very opposite of what I'm used to playing. And then they also play with plastic here, so that also threw me off at first. Just throws off your timing power, touch, everything. So that is this gym in Belgrade.